You right, you always live. Always live, running your mouth. Running your mouth. Spiritual news updates, spiritual species news on Facebook. All right, y'all, I'm being silly. Y'all know
That
y'all
shit
got
finna
to
fall.
let
You
that.
did that?
I ain't do nothing. I ain't do a goddamn thing. Don't touch, don't mess with
It's
it.
gonna fall.
Don't
Alright?
point it, don't jinx it.
There
You
you
want to
go.
fix it? Go ahead and fix it. Eye open, eyes open, wide shut. A.
I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. If it fall, so fall.
It ain't gonna fall, Mr.
I'm
Lang.
trying to tell you.
All right, I'm sorry. ADINKRA. Oops, I said. All right, peace and blessings, family. Look, they coming in here. Peace and blessings. Welcome.
Peace and blessings,
Welcome
fam.
to Spiritually Seeing News, okay? Where we talk about.
And what we see about.
All right, I'm WUNAM, a.k.a. Nicky Love. I know all's well. Peace and blessings to Lisa Guy, Brittany, Eyes Wide Open, brother. Well, hold on, Chatham, brother, Daryl. Peace and blessings. I'm trying to get y'all because y'all moving fast, y'all. All right, let me see if I can get y'all on this phone here. All right, I know all is well. As you all know, it is the most top trending topic on the web right now.
For the last 2 days.
For the last 2 days, our brother, our young brother, young intelligent brother Nipsey Hussle. As you know, we did a show the other night on what we've seen spiritually. And this is what spiritually seeing news is about, okay? This is what okay. I love the taste of the pale in the background. Well, wait till you get that story, Brittany, because there's more to that. We're
Yeah,
gonna
we
talk
got
about
that up
that.
there so we could talk
We're
about
gonna
that.
talk about it, okay? So we're gonna talk about that after we talk about our spiritually seeing news, what we've been seeing. I think Brother Dinker been keeping up more than I have because I be having 100 things to do, y'all. I mean, between doing taxes, helping the daughters and the kids and the grandkids, y'all know what it is. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we had to come up on here on Spiritually Seeing News and do an update, and then get into the topics of why and will black folks to get it together, and what is the solution. Okay, what is the solution? Because as of now, I like to say nothing, everything new is everything old. Nothing has changed. But I want to go ahead and we're going to follow up on the brother Nipsey Hussle. I'm going to let our brother Dinkler start it out because he been doing he been
My
doing
bad.
most of the research and keeping it up. So y'all, brother Dinkler, what's been going on? What's the latest on Nipsey
Nipsey.
Hussle?
Well, LA already, is been, put out there in LA that, LA said they was gonna get court justice or they was gonna get street justice. They was trying to get street justice. Um, all type of things are speculating and being said, but we have been given reports that there was a lady supposedly driving a car in the alley. So they don't know if that was the guy's girlfriend or whatever, but the people in LA didn't make no bones about it. That in that neighborhood, especially, the they were looking for him, so they couldn't get the guy, so they shot up his family, allegedly, allegedly. But they finally released the videotape. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it was very graphic, and the dude, when you look at the videotape, the only the only question that I really have is, what about the footage from Nipsey's, you want me to get it?
Yeah.
What about the footage from Nipsey's store? What about the camera footage from that? And it was very graphic. You seen when he came out of the alley, he walked up on him and shot him. Everybody took off running. It was 3 people who got shot. 2 of them laid there. Then he ran off. He seen that nobody was coming after him. He went back and shot him again. Left and turned around and came back and shot him again, and then kicked him in the head, and then walked out and ran off. So that was very, I don't know, I just feel like that seemed like it was personal too.
Family, I really, honestly speaking, or spiritually seeing, I told y'all the other night, I'm going to tell y'all again, there's something bigger than this, okay? But I told y'all the physical aspects of it, and I told you all the spiritual aspects of it, okay? And let me see, Toy Moo to Vernetta.
That was Terrell.
Toy Moo. Did Kimmy come back? Toy Moo and Ashe and Namaste with, you know, all that stuff y'all say, okay?
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam. Okay. Anyway, Courtney says it was personal. You know what? Right now, let me tell y'all something. This is how I feel about it. I'm at the point where I'm kind of this morning when Brother Dick was telling me, I said, I don't want to hear no more about it. I want to hear no more because when you're spiritual and you're empathic and you can see, like I told you all before, sometimes I see things I don't even talk about. Okay. But there's more to the story. Courtney, what overwhelms me is the fact that you have the news, you have TMZ, you have everybody on their Instagrams, on their YouTube, on their Facebook, on their Twitters, talking about it. Everybody has a perception of what happened to this young man. Now, nobody knows because there's times when news could be very tricky. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go research it. They have a very, very big way of tricking the eye, okay? After all, we are in a transformational state, okay? Just like what they call the Mandela effect, okay? So there's a lot that's going on, and we have to pay attention to this. We have to pay attention because I'm going to tell you all like this. I'm overwhelmed with the fact that everybody has something to say about it, but nobody was really, really there. So my spiritual eye says that there's more to this. There's a bigger hand into this, okay? But everybody's saying it's personal, has to do with Dr. Seppi. I don't give a goddamn. I don't give a goddamn. At this point, that young man is gone. He lost his life. He lost his life, you know, for nothing. And what we need to do now is we need to understand what is taking place here because this is nothing new. This is happening every day. How many young brothers lost their life the same day that Nipsey Hussle lost his? And what makes me angry is we're not really talking about a solution. Now, if it was so-called personal, what the hell we going to do about it? Brother Dinkler, you want to go ahead?
Well, they doing something about it.
Who?
The people that was upset about him being killed, but I know what you mean. You mean like as a bigger picture.
But if that's the case, you're going around killing other people. You see, and this is where we get into the next topic. Why? And when are black folks going to get it together? You see? And I really don't want to preach it because I've been preaching this for years. For years. What is really going to change us and the way that we think and the mentality that we have to make us stop the killing, stop killing each other. So now you mad because this one over here killed this one. So now you want to kill his mother, his brother, his sister, his father. Come on now. Why are black folks not looking at the bigger picture? Why are you not all seeing what's going on? You know what? While all of that's going on, guess what they doing? Sitting back laughing. Look at them niggas. Look at them niggas. Them niggas are doing exactly what we want them to do. Them niggas are killing each other. We ain't got to do it no more.
You know what's interesting too? He got killed. That Monday, he was supposed to go meet with the police chief and all the officials in LA and talk about the gang violence because it was a spike. They say in the last 3 years it haven't been that bad, but this year for some reason it's been jumping back up. And so he was meeting with the police and see if he could calm some of the tension down. He was gonna go talk to people and all of that, but he wanted to meet with them first, and he got killed the day before that meeting.
You know,
and what struck me too is interesting is the police chief during when I was watching when he was talking to the media, he said he got the call that Nipsey Hussle was assassinated. Why you use those words instead of why didn't you just say he was murdered or killed? I don't know. I just found that kind of interesting.
All right, yeah, very interesting. Now let me say this, Lisa Guy, Angie Vera, those planets will explain that in a minute, okay? Those planets will explain that in a minute. We'll get into that after. But I want to see what's on the thread. We need to be proactive. Lisa, you know how long we've been preaching that? And no offense, my sister, but let me tell you something. We've been talking about that for years. For years and years and years. We've talked about being proactive. We talked about all of that. One of the reasons I stopped doing so much activism was because at the end of the day, you got a set of black folks that just don't goddamn care. And I used to, and I did a show on this on my radio show years ago. We have like 4 or 5 different type of black folks. We got the boule black folks. We got the ones who don't give a goddamn. They'll do anything by any means necessary to get where they need to go. If it means to kill their own, to snitch on their own, and do whatever they have to do to their own. Then we got the ones who are really struggling. Then we got the ones that are crab in the barrels that want to keep you down. So you got like 5 different sets of black folks. And see, the problem is when we look at the problem, the biggest problem is that we have been brainwashed and programmed. We live in a society that's so negative and so chaotic that we don't know how to act. We also know the brainwashing mechanism that they've used. I mean, you look at the way we've been raised here in this place called America, and you see what is taking place. This is some of the mentality. It's just not black folks. Don't get it confused. This is not black folks, okay? But the point is, we do have the ones who don't give a goddamn. Those are the ones I say like Queen and Zinga off with their goddamn heads. Because if you are not paying attention to what's going on to the masses of black folks around America, then you are the problem. The disease is within our own community. It's the ones who don't want to get it together. It's the ones who want to sit up there and, oh, you a snitch, or, you know, you kill my brother, I'm going to kill your brother. Those are the ones who got to go. And like I said, I'm like Queen and Zinga off with your head, because if you're not for unity, you're for disunity. If you're going to continue to be a disease in the community, you got to go. Simple as that. If you don't want to get it right, because see, we're talking about years and years and years. We're talking about the civil rights movement. How long have they been protesting? Come on now. How long have they been protesting? Ain't nothing changed. Niggas still dying. Niggas still getting their heads, getting their heads chopped off. Niggas still being hung in 2019. So when you all think that, oh, be active, marching, do this, ain't nothing going to change until we get rid of the disease, which is the ones in the community that choose to wake up. That choose to wake up. The ones who are not money hungry, that feels like, I don't give a damn, I ain't worry about that nigga long as I get mine. Really? Because it can fall on your doorstep. Go ahead, Brother Dinkra. Because I'm getting mad now. They done pissed me off now. I'm getting mad. Go ahead, Brother Dinkra.
So, yeah, he was supposed to meet with the mayor. I think there was Michelle Lawrence. She said he was supposed to meet with the mayor and the chief of police of L.A. and to help bring down the gang violence situation. And unfortunately, he was murdered the day before. But it's just real interesting because, like, to me, that what was funny. They arrested him in front of a mental health institution. I don't know if he if he went there because he felt like that's the safest place he was gonna be, but that's where they arrested him.
Are you talking about the guy that they called for Nipsey Hussle?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you all seen the poster he put up. He said it was the government. They're lying on him. He'll never see girls again. He don't even know the God. He put this up. I seen the post. Somebody sent it to me earlier. I don't know what to believe in. At this point, I don't give a goddamn. Like I told you, I don't care. I don't care no more because at the end of the day, there's a bigger problem. And the bigger problem is, for one, if it's the government, what the hell are you going to do about it? Nothing. And if it's the streets, what we going to do about it? Nothing, because it's the same cycle. Nobody's wanting to break the cycle. And like I told you all, there is a disease. There's diseases within the community. Another thing, we are so divided. Black folks are divided. Now watch this. You got Christians, you got Muslims, you got Pan-Africans, you got traditional healers, you got, let me see, conscious folks, you know what I mean? So we got all these people. Everybody's doing their own thing, right? This one I want to deal with it. Well, I don't want to deal with the Muslims over there. You know what I mean? But they're black. They're your brother and sister. I don't want to deal with them Christians over there. But they're black. You're the brother and sister. Y'all tell me what the difference is. See, at the end of the day, when you walk down the street, are they going to say, well, you a Muslim, so we ain't going to kill you? Are they going to say that? Are they going to say, we're Muslim, we ain't going to kill you? Excuse me, y'all. So, we're saying that y'all got to look at the big picture. One of the other problems that we are so divided. Look at how we get attacked on here when we talk about traditional healing, how the Christians come. Well, Jesus said, well, that's your goddamn problem. Jesus ain't saving none of our asses right now. So what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? But you worried about Jesus, but your son is on the street dying, or your daughter's out there prostituting. What are you gonna do about it? Like I said, my thing is, when are we gonna come with a solution? Ain't no more rallying. Ain't no more, oh, let's do this and come together. Ain't nothing, because niggas don't want to listen. Negroes don't want to listen. They want to keep running their mouths, but they want to talk, but they don't want to walk. And that's the problem. They don't want to walk the walk. So when you understand that it don't matter. Nipsey Hussle, yes, he had a bigger platform, right? But he ain't no different than that other brother that just got killed 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, or my nephew that got killed a month ago. Ain't no different. He's another brother. Another brother. And what we need to recognize, ain't no more talking. You got to come up with a solution. My solution is get rid of the disease in the community. The ones who don't want to come to their right minds, the ones who don't want to wake up, you got to go. Like I said, like Queen and Zinga, off with your head. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to do what's righteous. You're not looking at the bigger picture. Y'all got something to say? Y'all got something to say? Any questions, y'all? Because at this point, I feel like I'm wasting my time and my breath when I decide to say, well, I'm going to preach about it. I'm going to talk about it. Niggas need to get it together. Niggas need to do that. Nah. I'm going to touch on it, but I ain't going to go in it like I used to go before, because I feel like I'm wasting my breath. Like I said, there's a disease in the community. And the disease in the community are the ones who need to be taken care of. Because anytime you kill a daughter, or a mother, or a sister, or a child, you need to be off with your head like Queen and Zinga. Ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse. And see, these niggas think they so gangster. You gonna go kill the mother, the sister, the brother, because you feel like they killed this young brother over here. Nah, that's not cool, y'all. And those are the ones I'm talking about, that off with their head.
From what I understand, that's the game rules up there.
What?
If they can't get you, they do something to your family.
Then what they would say, they with the fucking Cuban mafia or some shit? What the fuck are they doing? You Cuban, are you making money like that? That you can make calls like that? That's the gang rule? Really? So you killing an innocent child or innocent mother or somebody that have do nothing with it because of what? But you can't take your ass in there and look at what's going on. We having young boys hung right now? Hung? In 2019 like slavery fucking days? Come on now. But it's the rule. It's the gang rule. The gang rule what? To see another young brother, is that the cycle continues. And it's a sickness. It's a sickness. You don't give a goddamn about, you understand, about that next family, that mother, that you a gang. You such a gang. Get us some fucking money and get us the hell out of the United States of America. That's what you do. That's what you do. You a badass gang. Y'all so badass gangs. We need some money. We need some buildings built in the community. We need to be protected because women are getting beat in the streets. Y'all want to be a gang? Be a real gang. Protect your neighborhoods like they used to do back in the day. Because that's what those organizations were actually created for. Wasn't they, Brother ADINKRA?
Yeah. That's true.
To protect the community.
And then they end up hurting the community.
Renee, Rena Love says, I totally agree. It's time to clean house. That's why we can't come together. The Chinese people did it very well. I think the coward punk ass boy was bragging about it too. I heard the same thing about my nephew, the boy that killed him. Walking around bragging about it. That's a new thing, y'all. Walking around bragging about it.
Leah J says, all of us ain't going to get it together. That's the truth.
And Leah J ain't never lying. That's why I said the ones who ain't going to get it together are the ones who are diseased. Those are the ones who are diseased, and those are the ones who need to be locked the hell up. Off, I'll take your asses and put you on a goddamn. You want to act like a bunch of crazy ass Negroes and don't want to come together? Pack their asses up, put them on a goddamn island somewhere way away from here. That's what I say. Pack their asses up, get them all round up. You don't want to act up, you don't want to kill each other and fight each other. Okay, we got something for your asses. Take them all up. Take them all up. And the ones who really want to act out, like I said, off with your head like Queen and Zinga. Because enough is a goddamn enough.
Mitchell Laurent says they should send them overseas to fight military wars. They actually was doing that, and what happened was they came back to L.A. or to the neighborhoods, the gang members, and they started practicing those military tactics on the police when they would encounter police trying to stop them doing stuff, and they would use those tactics to rob banks and stuff like that.
Really Love says, why don't these thug gangsters go after Georgia men with that same, that's it. You know what? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You see? But you'd rather go after one of your own. One of your own. Now, if that dude did what he did, according to what everybody's saying, because there's so many stories, then you know what? Let the police deal with him. But go kill his family, his sister, his mother? Come on, y'all ain't no goddamn big-time mafia gangster shit. What kind of shit is that? And if there's one thing I do know, the biggest gang, one of the mafia gangs, was the Italian mafia. That was off rules. You couldn't touch the mother and you couldn't touch the children. You only go after the men. You couldn't touch the women or the children. And they have money. And they own goddamn buildings and tall skyscrapers. They don't own shit. What you own in the goddamn hood? Oh, yeah, this is the hood. I'm in the hood. This is my hood. Come on, man. Too many women are dying about the hands of these crazy niggas. You have no idea how much I see was right feeling the same way they got to go. Yo, if y'all know what I know, y'all better carry your goddamn guns, carry your pepper spray, carry your goddamn tasers. Right? Now, always be prepared. See, a man might be faster than you and stronger than you. You got different kind of tasers now. They got ones that look like cell phones. They got one that look like guns. They got one that look like lighters, lipsticks. They got all kind of tasers now. Right? Y'all start carrying it. Because it goes like this. If you can't pull your gun fast enough, you carry the taser. When you walk by yourself or you walk and carry your taser in your hand. Because at least if you tase the hell out of them, you can weaken them a little bit to get away. And then, or be able to pull out your gun in case you got to shoot their asses, okay? It is what it is. You got to protect yourself. You know, but we also got to look at the spiritual side of it. Let's get back to the spiritual side of spiritually seeing news now. The spiritual side of that is there is a spiritual warfare. Now, if you all remember, the divine feminine energy rised, okay, which is about 4 or 5 years ago, which means the feminine energy was going to bring back the balance to the masculine energy. So there's a spiritual warfare between the feminine and the masculine. So the feminine and the masculine, the energy is being heightened to fight each other. So when you start seeing these Negroes, and it's not just black men, don't get it confused, y'all. You seen that white man that beat that black woman in wherever the hell he was at in Texas. Let me tell you something. It's these disagreeable spirits that's causing a war between the masculine and the feminine energy. Okay? Do know this is spiritual. I'm never going to forget the spiritual because I see very well. Okay? I see very well. So you have that war going on, right? The masculine and feminine. What other war we got, Brother Dinkra?
That's the only one I really focus on, the spiritual war, with more of the disagreeable spirits being let down.
Hi, Asi.
And so we see them more and more. So we get more calls every day. So that's the only thing I really focus on.
No, but I'm talking. There's a spiritual war. There's a spiritual war between the physical, the masculine, and the feminine. Okay, so yeah. We got all kinds of spiritual wars going on right here. Now back to Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle, ancient one, y'all, ancient soul. I looked up the Sumerian text, right, or the Anunnaki, same thing. Mm-hmm. And I swear I seen one that was standing on the wall that looked just like Nipsey Hussle. But it's funny because I looked it up after, and I told you all there's a reason behind why some of these men are being taken out of here, and some of these women are being taken out of here, and mostly men, because some of these men have been here for a long time. And on the spiritual side of it, Nipsey Hussle was an ancient one and one of the ancient Sumerian Anunnaki. Y'all don't, that might be beyond some of y'all comprehension, all right? Okay, but if it's not, then you know what I'm talking about. So they're being called back. Just like my nephew, he was 28 years old. Nipsey Hussle was what, 33? So at the end of the day, they're being called back to fight a bigger war. And what happens is because we get so attached to the physical, we can't fathom that in our mind. We get so attached. We love the physical, but you know, it's not about the physical. It's about the spiritual. So people don't understand what's really going on. And as sad as it may sound, as tragic as it may be, there is something bigger that's calling these young men. Okay? All right? Peace, Ozzy. Curtis that just joined. Peace and blessings. Okay.
Well, Shayla Russ says they got a plantation mindset when you was talking about the brothers doing what they do, you know, with the killing and everything.
Yeah, plantation mindset. Well, will send their plantation mindset asses over the goddamn island somewhere and leave their asses on there and let them fight each other. How about that? How about that? All right. Any questions, family? Any questions?
You want to get into this?
In a minute, we'll see if anybody has any questions or want to make any comments before we get into this back here. Because I know a lot of y'all people looking at that, right? If we have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat on both YouTube and Facebook. Put them in the chat if you have any questions, okay? We're taking questions now, not a reading. Don't ask me for a reading because I'm really not in the mood for a goddamn reading. But if you want me to ask a question about something that's going on, regular, not a reading, then come on with it. We're waiting for your question. And then we'll get into this cosmic divination board when we're done. Okay? We'll get into the cosmic divination board when we're done. But if you have questions, put them on in. I'm waiting for your questions, okay? Waiting for any questions you have pertaining to what we just talked about with Nipsey Hussle and what can black folks do to make a change in the community. And I'm not talking about the shit we've been preaching for 20 years now. I'm not talking about the shit from the civil rights movement. I'm not talking about the shit from goddamn 1940. I'm talking about here and now. Here and now. What can we do? What's the solution? I want to hear other people's solution. Because my solution is get them diseased ones over out of the community and ship their asses off somewhere. That's what I say. What is y'all solution? We're waiting for some questions, family. YouTube, Facebook, what's the solution? We'll take a few questions, and then we'll answer, and we'll talk about the cosmic divination mat in the back. Y'all ready?
No questions. You got any questions?
Let me see. Can y'all hear us clearly? Y'all don't think my mouth is getting dry? Y'all better ask some goddamn questions, because I'm ready to get off of this bitch. I'm not playing, y'all. I'm not playing. I'm ready to get off because I'm already tired, but we had to come because somebody asked us to do a follow-up, okay? So if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in there. Y'all better come with the questions, otherwise we can get off the show. You know what I mean? Because my mouth is a little bit dry. Emma Smith says my solution is the same as yours. All right. Now, for those who just came in that didn't hear the solution, my solution is get the diseased black folk out of the community, ship them off to an island somewhere. If they don't want to act right, if they still want to show their asses, they got to go. Simple as that. You got to go. You either go get shipped off, or you're going to have your head chopped off like Queen and Zinga, and you can no longer be on yourself because you just want to be evil. How about that? Right? That's what I say. Get rid of them all. They're diseases. Any solutions, y'all? Or do you have any questions? Y'all got us here now. Ask the question while you got us, because I'm gonna get into the cosmic divination mat in a minute. So y'all come on with it. I'm waiting. Send me your location and he laughed at me because I always sing that song. All right, Kyle G, come on. You usually got questions. People are tired tonight. Y'all lazy to text. Come on now. Y'all lazy to text. Stephanie Wong says, Miss Nikki, there were a few college-age kids got killed within the last week in my community. What's going on? Stephanie Wong. See, this is what I'm saying. Y'all see what I'm saying? This ain't just, Nipsey Hussle just had a bigger platform, had more exposure. But it's happening every day. And ain't nobody paying attention. Now, I'm going to say this on the spiritual aspect, Stephanie. Like I just said, spiritually, these beings are being called back because they have a bigger war to fight. They have a bigger spiritual war to fight, so they're being called back. Okay? And as I said earlier, as tragic and chaotic as it may sound, how it happens and what's going on, we have to look at the spiritual side. The spiritual side, they're being called for a greater war. Okay, some of these ancient beings have risen up. The ancient ancestors, the Sumerian, the higher beings, the cosmic beings, whatever you want to call them, have risen up, and they're calling them back for war. Okay, because we have gotten so attached to the physical, we don't understand the concept when it's time to go in the spiritual. Everybody has a number. Everybody has a number. When you come back to this earth, you understand? Before you make that transition into that physical body, you decide, okay, I'm going to stay on this earth for 43 years. But you don't remember. It's in your subconscious mind somewhere, but you don't remember, right? So everybody has their number. So when they have their number, they have to go. Again, because you get so attached to the physical, you're not understanding this. So it's saying that, Stephanie, a lot of these young men are being called back for a bigger war. A lot of these young men are ancient ones, are Sumerians and Anunnaki beings, okay? Now, people may say I'm crazy, but y'all can say what the hell y'all want to say. I know what I know, and I see what I see, okay? So this is what's taking place. We just don't understand it because we think it's physical. It's not. It's bigger than us. Bigger than us. Maybe we should start building like-minded people, communities, and beliefs outside of the U.S. and just let the bad communities implode. Ready to love. You can go to Belize, but I'm not. I'm going back home to Africa, to Cape Verde Islands. That's where I'm going. But if you want to do that, that's a good idea. Belize is one place to start. One of the things I recommend, family, do find a place that you think you would love to live on. Because at the end of the day, my suggestion is to get dual citizenship. Because right now, spiritually seeing, I see in years to come, America's falling to pieces and falling apart. Okay? So my suggestion is to get yourselves dual citizenship. Ghana's giving citizenship right now. I remember one time Sierra Leone is giving citizenship. You understand? So get you a dual citizenship in case you got to bounce up out of America when it all goes down. Okay, Rena? Now, if you want to go to Belize, that's your island of choice. You do what you do. Okay, but do know that I'll be over in the Cape Verde and our island called Brava. And if y'all need to come over there, y'all can come. Okay? All right. YouTube questions.
Michelle Laurent. How do we start to come to a solution? Trying to figure it out. And Demi Jewel says, how would you implement that though, realistically?
Tell us. You answered some questions. I'm sure.
I didn't. What was your solution? You said. To me, my solution is the only way is to start with the children, because you can teach them and raise them up to be how you want them to be. You can't do that with grown-ass men. That's my only solution.
I had to watch my mouth, y'all, getting dry. So, should we be buying a house or saving?
Should we what?
Should we be buying a house or saving? My suggestion is you save. Okay? Stephanie Wong said, I kept mine. I know that's right, Stephanie. You damn right. You're damn right. Oh, I got it right here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Where's that? How that little thing just pop up right there? Okay. Let me see.
That's because it's got to go somewhere.
Okay. All right. So, Kyle G says they are suppressing us so much. We are in 3D lockdown. Planet X new Nibiru is facts. What you think about that, brother?
I believed in Planet X years ago. I don't know if I do now. I don't know. I think maybe it was I don't know. I haven't even studied it or read anything else about it anymore. Planet X. I think it did. I think, you know what? I take that back. I do think it existed, but I think it's just these beings come on and off there as they please.
What did Michelle learn? Why Nipsey Hussle though? Kyle, I'm gonna have to humbly disagree with you. You're only suppressed if they allow you to be suppressed, okay? As I told you all the other night, excuse the way I'm talking, but as I told y'all the other night, stay in line with the elements. Embrace them elements. Really, every time I turn on, something will pop up. I don't even turn on the news. It'll pop up and it's always something negative. I'm so tired of that shit, so I just shut it out. Shut it out your mind. Focus on where you need to go. Because everything works in alignment with everything, okay? So pretty much when you decide that you're going to let that world go, they can't suppress you. How are they suppressing you?
Michelle Laurent says, we've been doing this with the children. It seems when they get a certain age, everything is out the window. I was just talking about our children and your nephews and stuff like that. Try to keep them close to you and watch them and guide them up the right way. Not everybody's gonna make it, and I feel like some of that stuff is spiritual. Sometimes people have their own destiny and they're gonna go the path that they're gonna go. But the ones that you can get their attention and keep them interested, I think you can save them.
That's right. All right, Courtney says, rap music needs to start taking accountability. These rappers are speaking negative affirmations through lyrics and leading the youth to doom. Churches need to stop taking from their people. You're damn right. See, there you go. Now, that's the solution. That's the solution right there. Let me see what else you're saying, Courtney, because they cutting me off on the damn thing. Come on now. She says, let me see. Let's see. Churches need to stop taking money from their people until that happens. We won't see a change in our lifetime, and that's just being realistic.
They need to start sleeping with all the damn members of the church too, the pastors and everybody like that. Because yeah, us as traditional healers, you don't know how many cases we get where the pastor's wife comes to us and their husband is slanging it everywhere, sleeping with everybody in the church, sleeping with everybody. One of them sleeping. The pastor may be sleeping with his damn niece. The pastor may be sleeping with the guy's wife. I mean, it's a funny story. When I was going to the school, I knew this pastor. He had just got out the joint, and he started when I was going back. So this pastor, he got out the penitentiary, and he started going this seminary school, and he wanted to learn the Bible and stuff, and he wanted to be a pastor and get a church. And he was telling me about his best friend's a pastor, and him and his other friend, they started sleeping with each other's wife, and then they got divorced, and the pastor switched wives. It'd be all kind of shit going on in the church. So I mean, and a lot of that stuff is damaging to the people, to the people that really believe, and it turns them around, and they come to us.
Are y'all not paying attention to what's really going on? Y'all talking about that shit, Kyle D, Courtney. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. This is spiritually seeing news, right? We don't just talk about news, we see about news. So that means we spiritually see what's going on. Now, first of all, let me tell you something, Kyle, before I get to Courtney. Kyle, the food, the water, they're trying their best to control us. Nobody control you. Nobody can control shit down here. They ain't controlling a goddamn thing down here. When it comes to your food, pray over your food. Because see, what they do know is that if you have a very powerful Inyama or Ashe, your food will be okay. Okay? The water. They better stop messing with the water, because at the end of the day, the water's about to take them under the goddamn ground. Okay? The churches, as you all see now, the churches are being exposed. Women coming out of the churches. People are coming out of the churches left and right. So let me explain something to y'all.
That's that article said about black women.
Yeah, black women coming out into the African traditions. I mean, like crazy. What y'all not paying? We so caught up into the physical negative aspects that's be going on. We don't pay attention to what the spirits are doing above and outside of us. They're coming out the churches. The churches are getting exposed. The churches are losing 500 or more members every day. The food. See, now let me explain something to you, Kai. This is why we're going through a cellular change. See, like I told you, they can manipulate something, but they can't control a thing. Okay? Why do you think the body's going through a cellular change? Why do you think the stomach moves a certain way? Why do you think the lungs have, different ways that they move? Why do you think the intestines are working slower?
The heart.
The heart. Why do you think all of this is taking place? Because how the hell a man that don't even know how life was created be able to control life? And how do you think they're going to stop this transformation? They can't, because they too are going through a transformation. So we're saying that It don't matter what they do. Because our body will adjust to anything they do. Unless they put some little poison in your goddamn food. Okay? Unless they put... So what's happening is everything that appears to be causing a mindset to think that one is suppressed and one is controlled is already being taken care of. It's already... That's what this transformation's about, okay? Ozzy Bryant, churches were big businesses. Churches are losing business now. Churches, they're losing their credibility. They're losing businesses. A lot of these people are not trying to hear about God or Jesus. I'm telling you what I know.
Except in Africa. I seen a preacher in Africa.
Get it right. Say the right part of Africa. Don't try to make it
I don't know what
hard.
part in Africa.
Nigeria.
It may have been Nigeria, but this pastor had about 6 women follow. He was standing up, walking around the church, and the women, he was making them get out the seat. They was crawling behind him on their hands and knees. And then the men started getting out. He was like, "Get up, get up." He started making all of them get up, and they was all crawling, following him behind him on their knees and shit.
Oh, so that's funny.
It's sad, but like to me, it's good because it exposes the shit they doing. And a person in their right mind would be like, fuck that, I ain't finna be dealing with no shit like that.
Anyway, look at the big picture. Don't get in that mindset, Kyle and Courtney. In our lifetime, it will change. Trust me. It's happening now. But again, you have to remember, they keep you so sidetracked with all the negative stuff, you can't see the positive stuff that's happening. I guarantee you stop looking at news. Don't pay attention to the news. Get off of Facebook. Get off of Twitter. Get off of Instagram. Don't pay attention to nothing that's negative, and you'll start seeing the positive. Try it and see. Every time they try to flood my phone with that, I shut it off. Oh, this one was killed today. This mother was killed. This happened. I try to take that shit off of them. Get off my goddamn phone. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they're continuing to flood your minds with all the negative things so you cannot see right before your eyes is the positive things that's happening and the change and the transformation. Trust me when I tell you. Don't let them see the ones who not recognizing are the ones who's being controlled. Kyle G says cancer is the current agenda. Cancer been the agenda. Cancer been the agenda.
Everything else.
Right. So at the end of the day, I saw that they are delusional. Amber Smith, exactly. So what's happening is it been the agenda. They're trying to take you out. But let me tell you something. Again, all they can do is manipulate her forces. They cannot control it. And when Mother Nature gets angry, I feel sorry for the asses. I feel sorry. That's why there's a spiritual warfare going on right now with the weather and man. And guess who's going to win? Weather. They ain't got more power than what's already happened. This has been programmed for millions and millions and zillions of years. That there's a transformation that takes place every 25,900 years. This is unstoppable. They can do nothing to stop it. They can go and do CERN. They can go into the cosmos. They can think they want to do this and do that. It's out of their control. So whatever's happening now and what you see now that's taking place, and we're changing at a cellular level, we're evolving, we're becoming more lighter beings, more spiritual beings. Ain't nothing they can do about it. All they can do is keep you sidetracked so your mind won't evolve with the physical body. That's why I'm telling y'all, don't pay attention to all the shit that's going on around you. I'm not saying don't pay attention like that. But what I'm saying is don't put too much of your energy into it, okay? Kai, where they pushing cancer hard right now? They've been pushing that shit for years. I think they be scaring people. I think when they push cancer, it starts to manifest in your body. You know what I mean? I think you start getting scared and it starts manifesting in your body.
I think more than cancer, they pushing heart disease and stuff like that, and stuff with the woman's ovaries, getting them to take their ovaries out and all that shit.
Here we go again. Ozzy Bryant. Look at you all.
I can't see that shit.
They control the weather. They control the weather satellite. What you think?
They starting to lose that too. Because every time, you know how many times that satellite said, "Oh, it's gonna be freezing for 3 days straight," and it'd be hot for 3 days straight. Like they can't even predict the weather right anymore.
Oh, I know how I know they can't. I wonder why they not controlling the Ozzy. I just seen an article today that said Trump was gonna get rid of the jobs of the meteorologists. For real. Right, because they know they ain't got no goddamn control. They know that they ain't gonna win this war with nature. How do you hold it? How do you win something? A war with something that you're a part of. This transformation been programmed in the DNA and the earth or whatever you want to call it, cosmic, for over zillions of years, trillions, whenever it was created. Okay, so real talk, they ain't controlling shit. I do too. They tell them that I'm slick. Tell me that I'm sick when they believe and got sick. See what I'm saying, Amber? Just like you had a woman running down that get a lump in their breast, and it might be just a fibroid adenoma, and they be thinking they got breast cancer, and they be so scared. Oh, I think I got breast cancer, and you're thinking about it night and day, and then you begin to manifest the shit in your body. That don't mean go to take your ass to the doctors. Don't get checked, because sometimes it be real. But I feel like there's more to it, the mindset. Okay. All right, family, we're gonna stop talking now. We're gonna get into this cosmic map right here. Cosmic divination. I'm sorry. Divination map, okay? Now, this is what I told you all the ancients were telling me to create. For those of you who follow me, you know that I've been promoting the cosmic readings. Now, the cosmic readings are going to be a little bit more different than the astrological readings, okay? So when the higher beings whispered in my ear, as you all know, I'm working on the book called Whispers of the Ancient Ancestors and the Cosmic Beings, okay? They whispered in my ear, you need to start doing cosmic readings. So I'm saying, what? Cosmic readings, because I listen, y'all. And most of the time they come to me like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. That's the witching hour. They come to me in that time in the morning because I'm up really late. So I'm listening and I hear the being say, you need to do cosmic readings. I said, okay. All right. What do I need to do? You need to pull the energy from each planet. And what you need to do is have the planet, when you pull the energy from each planet, you need to give the reading based off of what that planet tells you. Okay? That's what they gave me. And then 2 weeks later, we were in Michael's, and the spirit was following me into Michael's. This was daytime, though. Spirit said, create a cosmic divination map. I said, what? They told me create the cosmic divination map so I could focus on the planets. And as I focus on the planets, they'll give me information to give to the new people. This is going to be a new type of reading. Everybody's used to psychic readings. Everybody's used to, however, different astrological readings, numerology readings. This is something different. And whatever they're going to give me, they'll give me, okay? When I pull from the planet. So you choose your planet you want a reading from. You choose your planet from Neptune, Saturn, Venus, whatever you want a reading from. And that's what I pull the energy from. But there's more to it, family. I had to take this and I had to put it outside into the sun. Okay? I put it outside into the sun because what the higher beings told me is that each planet on this divination map was going to be infused by the planets that were up there. Okay, so this is basically a cosmic divination map. When I do the cosmic readings, I am to place my hand on one of the planets that have already been infused by Ra and by the planet energy, and then I'm going to begin to do your readings. So that's what this mat is about. Excuse me, back here, family. That's why it's created. We are coming into a new time, a new age. As you all know, this is the technology age. As you all know that beings do communicate, okay? And what we have to understand is that these beings been talking to me for a long time, and I'm sharing it in my book. I'm sharing in my book of different conversations that I've had with these beings. I don't want to call them aliens because we're aliens too. So we're going to call them cosmic beings.
Well, some of them look like us.
Yeah, some of them look like us. So we have constant conversation with them, and I've been doing it for years. So all I can do is be the messenger. They tell me what to do and I do it, okay? So they want us to start doing new forms of divination with humankind. That's what they call us, humankind, okay? When I get messages from them.
What do you think about, because you communicate with them, what do you think about when they create movies and they always show us fighting and going to war and them killing us? What do you think about that?
About when they show the aliens?
Yeah, the aliens killing
us. That's
us.
just to scare you. Because there's some walking around right now. We got aliens on this planet walking around right now that look like you and I. Yep. Like you and I. Us, Ozzy Brian, you missed it. We talked about us the other day. You missed it, my brother. Okay? But there's beings that they show you these movies so you can get scared. Do not fear. And the truth of the matter is, we know there's subliminal messages always in this movie. They're letting you know that aliens really do exist. So they say, I call them cosmic beings. This is our cosmic family. You know what I mean? Sometimes I communicate with the beings from Venus. The beings from Venus, they communicate with me telepathically. They don't talk. Okay?
What's the weirdest looking alien you see in your visions? Like the most unusual looking.
Cosmic being, you mean?
Yeah, cosmic being.
Because it's not fair to call me, because they're people too. I mean,
Okay.
they're beings too. I haven't seen the weird. The ones that I've seen look like us. Now, we talk about the beings that look like, some of them have like dwarf looking faces. So if you all seen Ancient Bess, I've seen some of those beings like that on those planets too. Okay, these beings look like Bess. You ever go look at ancient, Kemet, and you'll see Bess. I've seen some that look like that as well.
I got a question. You know how you say the cat people, like they have their own planet. What about horses? Do horses come from this planet, or they were originally here?
I think horses were originally here, but what Spirit showed me, the horses, I don't know if they were bred. They were bred. They were bred from something else.
From two different.
Right, from two different species of animals. That's why they always portray UFO demonic, so people be afraid. Exactly. Eyes open. Exactly. So people be scared.
And you know, it's always whatever information they feed you. Usually, it's the opposite. You know. So.
All right, family. Any questions? Any questions? It's kind of the readings. The Dogon and the Don people. Demi Jewel. The Dogon read with Sam too. I know how to read with Sam. So I read with different things. I just don't use them often because I see more than anything. I can read with fire. I can read with water. I think we did water readings on here one time, right? We did water readings. I could read with fire. I could read with sand. I could read with divination. I could read with bone shells. There's many ways to read. So, but the Dogons actually, they use a sand method to read with too. But I know it was the Dogons who said that we come from Sirius A, B, and then it's the female Dog Star C. The Zulu said that we come from Mars. And see, this is what I don't sleep on, because what we have to understand is that these beings do exist. People think you crazy. People want to call you crazy, but it don't matter. You call me what you want to call me. I know what I know, and I know that I communicate with these different beings from different star systems. Okay. What else? Any question?
Yes, I'm speaking of how they read with the cosmos as well.
Well, you know what? Come and think about it, Demi Jew. There's a Hugon that they call a Malian Dogon tribe. And he's so powerful that you can't even look him in the eyes. Very, very powerful. Okay? And I believe I know what you're talking about, because I did hear that he can read with the stars. But I believe that the Dogon are very much in connection with these beings. As a matter of fact, they may be these beings. And I'm going to leave it at that.
She said Hogan with a question mark.
That's what they call them over there. In Mali, they call themselves Hogons. Okay? They call them Hogons. In Dogon tribe, go look it up. Go look on. As a matter of fact, one of my brothers, Dinus, he goes to Africa every few months, and he goes to every tribe. And I was lucky enough he was able to ask one of the Hogons a question for me, because I asked him about the 4 cardinal points of the earth, and he asked the Hogon the question, and he answered my question. So yeah, they probably are the ones who connect most with the cosmos. I feel, Ozzy Brian says, I feel and shit things before they happen. Oh, see things before they happen?
Thought you said-
No, that's what he
I was
said.
gonna say everybody feels and shit things before it happens. I was like, what? She said,
Ozzy
awesome.
Bryant, you gotta give everybody. That's another thing. We got a call tonight, and this is a sister that's supposed to be doing her work. Let me explain something to you. You cannot ignore
Mm-hmm.
if you've been a chosen one. You can't ignore your gift.
Yeah.
It's very important. You cannot ignore your gift. If you've been given this precious gift to see and you ignore it, you'll have problems. Consequences and repercussions. Repercussions and consequences. You know what I mean?
Well, or if you're supposed to be an actual priest or priestess, you're gonna have problems. And especially when you know you're supposed to do the work. It's one thing to not know, but when you know, you're gonna have all kind of obstacles if you ignore it.
That's right. I know it was a typo. I know it was a typo, Ozzy. I know a lot of you all on here, some of them, you all do have gifts and you're ignoring it. You're ignoring it. Do not ignore your gifts. Do not ignore your gifts because they need it. And especially because we're becoming more spiritual beings. What time is it? 11:41. We're about to get up off of here, family. So if y'all have any other questions, you can ask. Otherwise, we're going to end up this show. Okay? I got a whole cup of water. My mouth was dry. My throat is dry. I had to drink something. Any more questions on Facebook or YouTube? Hit us up. Any questions?
I don't have no questions on. No. Have a great night. Talk to you soon. I don't have any questions on YouTube.
All right. We got any questions on Facebook before we go? Do we have any questions on Facebook before we go? We're about to get off here. And also, y'all, if y'all want to request a topic for us to talk about, do hit me up inbox, okay? Do hit me up in inbox and we'll answer your questions. I think the next show we're going to do, because I saw the really cute show with, they wasn't the first one to do this with Nipsey and Lauren, where she asked him what he knew about her. Okay? So we're going to do something like that, y'all, but we're going to do it probably sometime this week, where I'm going to let the audience ask, though. We're going to let the audience ask. I want the audience to ask Brother Dinkra how much he knows about me.
But ask her more questions than me. Don't put me on the spot.
Put his ass on the spot, goddammit. Put his ass on the spot. All right? So we're probably going to do that sometime this week. All right? Curtis Johnson, you write about what? About what, Curtis? What you talking about? Can you pass me my black seed? The liquid one?
Shit. Yeah, that it?
Yeah. Y'all, I'm getting ready to take my black seed right now. What are you talking about? You right, Curtis. Come on now. Don't type so slow. We got to go. We got to go. Y'all, I'm getting ready to take my black seed. My sinus is acting up. I'm waiting, Curtis. I do it 3 capfuls. Brother Dinker, can you talk while I'm doing it?
That should be nasty to me. She always make me take all kind of shit. I'm like, I don't want to take no damn black seed.
I don't care, y'all. It's gonna heal your body.
But anyway, I'd rather fast before I take that shit. But then she cook a lot and I don't be wanting to miss no goddamn food. So I was going to take the shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What brand of black seed oil you take? Eyes wide shut. That's amazing herbs. I've been taking them for over 20 years. I wouldn't use nothing else. It's right here. So I got this.
I already took my black seed.
This is the brand that I take. I take the pills when I don't feel like taking the liquid. But if you want to get rid of something, take the liquid. If you want to get something rid of something fast, take the liquid. I take the pills if I'm out or something like that. You know what I mean? The liquid it's not that bad. I can tolerate the taste. It goes away quickly. But I can't tolerate the taste all the time. So I like to take the pills. You know what I mean? Then I do my Chinese herbs too. Y'all see I do my Chinese herbs, right? I got Chinese herbs that I take too. You know, the Chinese got some really good products and herbs. You know, remember the first Asian was African. So they got a lot of good stuff too. If you notice, When I worked in the hospital, I never seen no Chinese people in the hospital. All the years I worked in the hospital in ER and critical condition, I never seen no Chinese.
I seen
I
Chinese
seen,
doctors.
I'm talking about 6 Chinese people. I've seen Vietnamese, I've seen Cambodians, but never Chinese. Which says to me, we need to be following their regimen, goddammit. Because they don't get sick, okay? So, anyway, they got some of the best medicine. Okay. Oh, yeah, see, Amber Smith said they only has doctors. All right, family, so we're going to get out of here. I'm tired of talking because Brother think he don't supposed to talk and say nothing.
Hey, you do such a good job. You know.
What the hell you sit here for? My mouth is dry. You supposed to be running your mouth.
All right, on that note.
What?
We out of here, y'all. Oh, for those of y'all on Facebook that haven't subscribed yet to our YouTube channel, find us on YouTube on the Nikki Love Show. And those of you, well, nah, never mind. She might not want y'all to follow on YouTube.
Why?
I mean on Facebook. You want to follow you on Facebook?
They can follow me on Facebook.
What's
care.
What's your Facebook?
Nikki Love. Go look up Nikki Love. Go look up Star Sirius System High. You just came in late. How are you? Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. All we are is messengers, y'all. We just the messengers, okay?
Well, all right. We are we're finna get off of here. And for those of y'all who came in late, y'all could go back and check the show out.
I drank the breast milk of a what? Cambodian immigrant and got healed.
Wow.
Majestic Rock. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm going to tell you like this. I ain't drinking nobody else's goddamn breast milk. I don't know what the hell they put in their bodies. I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I ain't drinking nobody's goddamn breast milk. I'm sorry. Just to know it came out of somebody else's body. You know what I mean? Shit.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right. Peace.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Y'all over here cracking up on Facebook. And y'all feel me. Y'all feel me, right?